Mount Rainier, the name that hid Tahoma's story. Before this mountain ever wore the name on your map, it had another name. And a whole history the maps erased. You're looking at Mount Rainier, the snow-capped giant the US charts as Rainier. But long before George Vancouver christened it in 1792, native peoples called it Tahoma or Tacoma, the mother of waters, or one who touches the sky. Those names carried stories, hunting paths, flood memories, place names woven into family histories. If you want these stories brought back into the light, hit like and subscribe. This channel digs where the textbooks stop. How did a local mountain get renamed for a British admiral who never stood on its slopes? When Captain George Vancouver mapped the region, he honored his friend Rear Admiral Peter Rainier, and that name stuck on early charts. By the late 19th century, the United States Board on Geographic Names cemented Rainier as the official label, and later the National Park and Forest took the name too. That official stamp made Rainier the name tourists learned, and it pushed Tahoma out of formal maps. That renaming did more than change a label. It reshaped what the public remembered. School books, postcards, and tourist guides repeated the new name, while indigenous words stayed in oral memory and local place names. Periodic movements have pushed to restore Tahoma, arguing the mountain's indigenous names reflect an older, truer connection. But despite petitions and essays and the fact that other peaks like Denali have been restored, Mount Rainier's official name remains unchanged. Why does this matter? Because names carry power. Calling a place by a colonizer's name can hide who lived there and why it mattered. It determines whose story gets told on plaques, official websites, and in the tours that feed the economy. It reshapes identity. So when you walk past a grand mountain or an old building, ask, whose name is missing? If you want me to dig through archives and find original treaties, early maps, and indigenous testimonies about Tahoma, tell me where you want me to look in the comments, and by subscribing, you make it possible to fund deeper research. Like this video if you think maps shouldn't be the final word on history. Share it with someone who loves the real story. This mountain is still Rainier on the map, but in the language of the land, it remembers another name. And until the maps catch up, the truth rests in stories people keep alive by remembering and speaking the older names.